every organization, a parastatal, that the components are without a woman, failure is bound to accompany it. These are reasons why we call for 50% participation of women and girls in every leadership positions. A lot of our women and our girls these days, they roam the street. The reason is that most of them, just like I said before, they cannot afford formal education. Not because they're not willing, because there's no sponsorship. And if education were made free or at affordable rate, a lot of women, the interest in having education is at all times more than the interest we the men will have. These are reasons why if you're in a class with a particular girl who determines to become taking first position, don't try it. You will never match. These are reasons why when a woman is performing excellently well, there is no man that can be brought on board to match a person. So I want to call this honorable house at our own various little positions. Let us encourage women and girls. Let there be no discrimination, because we can never progress without the thorough support of women and girls. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
A round of applause for the president of West African Student. Thank you, thank you.
Sorry, please, all protocol staff, I don't need to intrude, but you know, I'm so
Somebody's blocking. Somebody's blocking.
He said something that women should participate to give a 50 chance, right? I want you to understand that not like we don't have capable men and capable women in our society, girls in our society or young women. But most of us, our dreams are being terminated by the opposite gender, one. When you see a girl that has a bright future, rather than supporting the girl, you see that girl as a victim for you to perpetrate on or to use. Either you want to date her, you want to see her undermined. I'm so sorry, it's just a shame and a pity that most of our young girls into political system today, you guys are embarrassing me, and I must say.
Thank you, God bless you.
No.
Thank you, I will know, because
You
well, we're not your old men who have taken over our future wives, even me, I'm a victim.
Because at the end of the day, some of them, see, equation, we equating men, right? A woman should come into the political platform by giving equal access. Doesn't mean you have to go there.
All right, thank you. God bless you, doctor.
Do the right thing. I'm so sorry.
Doctor, it's not
do the right. If you are a girl, you are here. Do the right thing and pass through the channel.
We are not in the National Assembly to discuss
yes,
this.
Thank you.
Go back, I will tell my colleagues when I get to National Assembly, I will tell them they should stop politics with
capacity at its peak. May we at this juncture invite the engine room of Universite, Benin Republic. You're welcome.
My name is Dr. Afolabi Akoni, the Registrar of Universite HEGJ, Benin Republic, and the co-founder of Western International Institute of Professional Studies, Nigeria. On behalf of the founder, Professor Cesar Goza, and the entire management of Universite HEGJ, we welcome you to this special occasion of conferment of honorary degree for our very own person, Chief Adejo. It is my utmost privilege to welcome you to this academic occasion. I hope you enjoy it. Today, I feel very privileged and honored to stand in front of young youth, vibrant, and the future leader of our country. I'm here to acknowledge the achievement of our awarded both the country and the society proud, local level and international level, with the selfless and endless humanitarian duties. This goes without saying. This honorary award ceremony is amidst most of my treasured occasion of our university, as it provides us the opportunity to reflect to the society what Universite HEGJ has been up to for years, what we are capable of doing, how we have impart knowledge to the youth of Nigeria. In Benin Republic, we have over thousands of Nigerians studying,
Where are the visitors from Lebanon?
doing better for themselves
Welcome.
in Benin Republic,
From Lebanon?
which we want to expand
Lebanon.
our strength to the whole Africa at large. This is why we put the program of honorary conferments to dignitaries in different parastatals, in different sectors in Nigeria, both in politics, business, and every other parastatal in Nigeria, to meet up with the demand which we find ourselves in this Nigeria, in this coming Nigeria. Youth have to be recognized, and Chief Peter Adejo has actually put a lot in place. I've shown a lot for us to know that he is a living witness of the youth and the upcoming ones in the nearest future. I hope his achievements and his humanitarian strength will be a motivation to the youth of our country. On behalf of myself, the founder, and the entire management team of Universite HEGJ, I say a very big welcome again to this very occasion, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the program. Now, I will use this privilege to invite. Are you done? I actually want to short my speech because of time, but I guess the media team are delaying for the whole process. So, I will give you more insight about Universite HEGJ. Currently, Universite HEGJ is one of the top 10 best and leading university in Benin Republic, which our major is science and technology and journalism. We put our best to produce graduates that can stand for us in the nearest future. Majority of our graduates now are actually working in different parts of Nigeria. This is the video. They should use Bluetooth. In the past few years now, we've actually conferred these honorary doctorates on different dignitaries in Nigeria. Last year, during our previous convocation, we have the DCP Akonde, that is the DPO of Isolo, Lagos State, having our degree in security studies. Last year, we also have different chief, kings, and a lot of people that I don't have to disclose their identity. But you can go on and make a lot of research about Universite HEGJ. These people have been trying their best to make sure the youth of Nigeria get the best. I don't want to say much because the guest speakers have already said a lot of things about education, about girls' child, which is one of the fear and one of the things we actually be battling in Nigeria currently. The way girl child has been maltreated, the way education people, a lot of Nigeria in diaspora, they are doing we are here to make sure that
Holy lawmaker here. If the youth take up their responsibility, we'll make sure the next Minister of Education will be of 25 years old or 27 at most. And we'll see whether he's going to work with Nigerian youth to improve in the system of our education. Because I was so proud when the registrar, Apolabi, introduced me to him. I said, okay, this young man, because in this country we believe which little. Okay, while we are working on the media to rectify the problem, the ASU president that is here with his interest, we want to invite him for his speech, and he is no other person than our ambassador, capable ambassador who came from Ethiopia, in person of Ambassador Osisye Ogu Osikini, and another place for the president of all African Student Union, as to take us in the next 5 minutes. Thank you.
The distinguished host, recipient and awardee for today, Dr. Peter Adejo and his beautiful spouse, his acolytes here present, management of the HEGJ University from Benin Republic, my own brother and colleague in the Pan-African Student Movement, the president of West African Students Union here present, other ranking student leaders here present, ladies and gentlemen. Very quickly, sir, I would like to commend you for putting together this event, not only to celebrate your accomplishments, but of course to discuss very pertinent issues concerning the African continent as regarding issue of girl child trafficking and of course education here on our continent of Africa. I'd like to commend the speaker that spoke on the girl child issue, and I also want to align my views with hers as to the problems that are endemic with Africa when it comes to girl child trafficking, which is of course a bane to Africa's development. Another very big bane to Africa's development is that when the children are being trafficked, they cannot even go to school because it's a big problem that they are not even in school. So today, of course, the popular issue around the world today, around Nigeria, which is being beclouded, of course, by issue that doesn't concern all of us, like the Russian president has said, issue of invasion of Ukraine. The bigger problem is even issue of education here in Africa. And as the president of our African Students Union, I would like to say that our problem is more around the issue of lack of capacity building to drive the much needed quest for African development and self-reliance that we need today. I'd like to say very quickly that around Africa today, just before the presentation are made, that we have so many issues keeping young people out of school, about 6, 7, 8 of them. And of course today, I want to see that as we make progress as African students, as African stakeholders, even people in the business community, that we see that as your company grows bigger in the group, you begin to consider CSRs that will help us solve the problem of access to education before we begin to talk about quality. So sir, today we have that education is really largely being underfunded in Africa. And that is why there is no education institution in Africa or university that is ranking highly across the world today, apart from a few in South Africa that is doing better with funding education. So I will also have, of course, Africa participated in the lockdown of COVID-19 in 2020, where schools were closed down. And of course, we are closed down alongside the Western countries when other issues are going to keep us out of school more than they have always been. Sector, and I pray that the group will grow to that extent where we begin to have universities. We commend Dangote for building universities. Of course, we also have a challenge in the issue of affordability, but again, we know that there is the need for emergency to be declared in access to education here in Africa. Of course, what all of us know, just like the Amazon from the Girl Child Advocacy Group has also said, issue of insecurity. Today in Africa, it is no longer news that a lot of schools are closed in northeastern Nigeria. It's no longer news that a lot of schools are closed along the Chad Basin. because they speak French. We don't read a lot of news about them. Chad, Niger, Burkina Faso, Mali, even up to Côte d'Ivoire. We have a lot of issues about closure of institutions. Go to East Africa. Of course, Somalia is a war zone. Most schools are closed in Somalia. Today, we forget that northeastern Kenya has actually come under attack with the activity of Al-Shabaab. We have also seen Garissa State University in Kenya being attacked in recent years, where over 144 students were killed in one day. And that is a problem with sending students to school. Of course, you rather like allow your child to be alive than for the child to go there and die. So insecurity in Africa is a very big problem to education in Africa. And the more we rise up to fight insecurity, the more we see that these things go down. And I thought insecurity was a thing of West Africa alone. Today, all regions of Africa are beginning to face insecurity. West Africa, East Africa, Congo, even up to Uganda and Kenya. We also even have in Southern Africa, North Africa, and all of that. So it's a very big problem in Africa, and we must see that education that has come under threat in Africa, we begin to reverse that trend in Africa. We have also seen, of course, like all of us know, incessant industrial actions by academic staff union. This is staff union that have refused to vent their anger via other means rather than keeping students at home endlessly. And of course, I'm happy that the National Association of Nigerian Students have decided to say that enough is enough at this time. And of course, we want to align ourselves with the position of His Excellency, the President of NANS, President Sunday Ashefo, to say that there will be a total shutdown of movement here in Nigeria if, of course, schools are not open as an at-when due. It has become very, very important and incessant. And then lastly, probably the least important reason students have been out of school in Africa are miscellaneous reasons. Sometimes when there are public holidays that don't have any bearing towards us, we are kept at home. All the public holidays must not be an issue of students. If students have been out of school substantially throughout the year, you excuse them from some public holidays and allow them to be in school to study, at least to cover a substantial aspect of the curriculum. We are actually in danger because I can say ASU cannot defend. So ASU, when I talk about ASU, academic staff union, of course not the All African Students Union, because two of them are synonyms. But of course, today, these people should not keep us out of school. Elections are happening. Election that is going to be taking place from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Of course, students can be kept allowed to go and vote for that very day. But closing school for that day entirely is not our business. We want to also advocate that schools should not be closed during such times. And of course, you can also add to your list. A lot of issues have threatened education in Africa and has actually sabotaged our efforts to catch up with the rest of the continent in terms of human capital development that will build the much needed quest for Africa's development and self-reliance. Until these issues are addressed, we will now begin to talk about issues of quality and of course how we can be self-reliant in Africa. So as the All African Students Union, we have spoken as how it concerns all of us in Africa, while we submit by congratulating the recipient to also affirm that he is worthy and deserving of this award. And we cannot but take this stage by drawing your consciousness and that of your acolytes here present as to issues that are not often discussed about education in Africa. And I also believe that the honor by the West African Students Union is also going to be a further challenge for you to look closer or more often at us in the higher education system, so that as the group grows bigger, as we diversify into bigger other silent areas of the economy, you should be able to have quality skilled labor produced by the Nigerian education system to fire your companies and of course your corporate development as it were. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm grateful for your time.
Thank you very much, the #1 student in Africa. I pray may your capacity not retire but refire until you acquire your desire. Registrar, sir, are you ready?
Sorry for the delay. Please, let's welcome Chief Adejo Peter Echo. the honorary awardee of today's program, the chief host, and the humanitarian leader of today's program. You're welcome, sir.
Mr. Dejo, Executive Chairman, CEO of Kami and Rock Platform Holdings, is a highly driven entrepreneur with a background in information technology, banking, project management, and consulting. He has over 18 years combined cognitive experience in commercial and investment banking, project management, insurance, and finance. He founded and currently serves as Executive Chairman, Chief Executive Officer of Kami and Rock Business Consulting Limited, a diversified Pan-African investment company with focus on investment in financial services, fintech, financial inclusion, and the real sector of the economy. Prime Luxury Address Limited, an exclusive real estate development and investment company. Capital Thrift and Credit, a diversified membership-driven collective and contributory credit union and finance platform of Nigerian origin for entrepreneurs and professionals in organizing a pool of private funds for personal and entrepreneurial growth and development. Capital Trust Microfinance Bank Limited, a financial services institution licensed by the Central Bank of Nigeria. Plush Hospitality Limited, owners of Plush Hotels, a luxury-focused hotel brand. Peter also serves as a director on the board of Resort Mortgage Bank PLC, one of the leading mortgage banks in Nigeria, quoted on the Nigerian Stock Exchange. He is also the co-founder Marina Admiralty Towers, Hard Rock Hotel, Development, Lagos, Nigeria. Peter holds a BA Hons in History from Benin State University, Makurdi, and Diploma in Computer Science from the University of Lagos State. He is a certified master project manager by the American Academy of Project Management, New York, USA. Peter initiated his engagement of the corporate world early as an intern at Leadway Assurance PLC. Between 1997 to 1999, he worked as a consultant to the British Council Department for International Development, DFID, on its community-based development program for Benue CBOS in 2002. Peter has also worked at Socket Works Limited Lagos, an ICT company supported by the International Finance Corporation, IFC. He last worked at the First City Monument Bank PLC, FCMB, from where he voluntarily exited to venture into private businesses. He has attended several trainings and seminars locally and internationally. Peter is a fellow of the American Academy of Project Management, FAAPM, and a member of the Nigerian American Chamber of Commerce. Peter is an active and unswerving entrepreneur with a firm belief in Africa. His motivation is fueled by his desire to continuously engage opportunities that will create valuable businesses for the advancement and development of Nigeria and the rest of the continent. Mr. Dejo, Executive Chairman, CEO of Kami and Rock Platform Holdings, is a highly driven entrepreneur with a background in information technology.
Appreciate grace, please. It's not easy.
You go find out. Don't worry anymore. You go get on even more. Even more. You go get higher. It may be difficult for you. You may be thinking, can you really make it true? You may be asking, if not only you then do. You may be waiting for your miracle. Let's keep us. Let's keep us. What's in your find you? Keep let's keep us. Let's keep us. What's in your find you?
By the authority of the Governing Council and the recommendation of the Senate, we hereby confer on you, Chief Peter Adejo Eko, the title of Doctor of Philosophy Honoris Causa in Business Management on this day, 25th of February 2022. Congratulations, sir.
We're going to call him for acceptance speech. That's when you play the song. You want to go?
Okay. Okay, congratulations, sir. Quick one. On behalf of the Student Representative Council of Universite HEGJ, everybody in Benin Republic knows about your generosity and your humanitarian leadership. So, the Student Union Council of Universite HEGJ hereby show gratitude and present this ambassadorial award to you, sir, as the International Youth Ambassador of Universite HEGJ. Congratulations, sir.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
We want to invite the WASU president, ASU president, the two guest speakers, please. They should join us. Then it will follow suit. Okay, sorry, ma. The wife, the mother.
The wife of
followed by stakeholders. If it's done, then the stakeholders. Mommy, you can join us. The chairman of the ceremony. Please, can you give us the award and the certificate back? Then we invite his friends and non-stakeholders. His friends, sir. Okay. Yes. Non-stakeholders and his friends.
No, I'm not touching now. I want to look for where.
Okay, I want to music down, please. Okay, now I want to call them last. Remain one photograph, then they will come last. Our guest from Africa's Cameroon. I want to ASU president, WASU president. I want to invite the okay. Say it one now. Allow me to do that.
Wait.
Then join our greatest DG, Ambassador Morgan Ocheku. Where is Honorable Bayabu? Drogba. The capacity DG, sir. You're welcome. Yeah, that's the last. Jetro.
No, wait first. We have WASU award until we done the honest award.
The staff should get prepared, please. Please. Music, let it be slow, please. His staff. Eh?
All right, thank you. Thank you, the finest DJ, Abuja's finest DJ.
Love me or you hate me, know me. Baby, easy. Fine boy like you, easy. You won't keep somebody. You're a sweet melody.
Where are the sweet melodies? Where are the sweet melodies?
Lucky you.